I think that nowadays people talk about death like it's this distant thing which is waiting at the end of your life, or like just at the end of the road. But in my opinion, the truth is a lot simpler than that. Death comes once. However, when it does come, it comes, and that is it. It's done. There's no bargaining, there's no retakes, there's no final speech. It's just a full stop, and it's the end of the sentence, end of the story. The chapter's done, the book is closed, you know? However, life is the thing that keeps knocking every single day. Every single morning, it comes back, whether you want it to or not. You open your eyes and there it is again. You know, it's another chance, it's another burden, it's another invitation that you didn't exactly ask for, but you get handed and you get to live through anyway. It is quite funny in my opinion. Everyone is terrified of that one thing that only happens once, ever, and they're completely numb to the thing that keeps on arriving over and over. And you're gonna lie in bed. A lot of people lie in their bed, or they lie on the deathbed, let's say, and they dread death and they hate the idea of it. However, they won't blink at the fact that they woke up yet again after however many thousand times, that your heart dragged itself through another night and decided, just for some reason, to start beating for another day. We are so used to that familiarity of waking up that we forget how violent and how miraculous it is. It's going from complete unconsciousness and complete utter you have no sense when you're asleep, to consciousness and living within seconds. Sleep is like fast traveling. Literally, sometimes when I can't fall asleep, I tell myself the second that my eyes shut and I'm actually asleep, I'm not even going to remember a single time frame of it. You wake up in the morning with no clue that you just spent 8 hours laying in that bed. It's kind of crazy. It's like, it's really weird. It acts kind of like a reset. It's like a re-entry, or any metaphor you can use. It's like a quiet resurrection even. However, you roll over and then you look at your phone and you treat it like it's a routine. You treat life like it's something that's granted to you, not something that you've been blessed with. If death is that sole singular ending, then waking up is the rehearsal for the beginnings. However, nobody, barely anyone, I'll just say nobody notices that fact. Nobody treats their mornings like another return of that opportunity, of that blessed gift you've been given. Everyone treats life like it's some obligation that they have to fill. And that's the tragedy of living. Life keeps showing up, but most people don't. Life keeps knocking on the door, but so many people keep that door locked and they keep it shut, just waiting for that day where the door's going to get kicked down and death will come and take them. They drag yesterday's exhaustion into today's sunlight, and they treat the new day like it's a continuation of whatever they failed within their past life. However, it isn't. That new day is blessed simply because of the fact that it is untouched. It is blank. It is new territory you have never explored in your life before. And it is so indifferent in the way that you ruined yesterday. Life doesn't ask for some sort of mood or confidence or readiness when you wake up that morning. All it does is hand you the time, and it gives you the option to either use that time and take the time and use it genuinely, or waste it yet again like you did the day before and 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 the day before. And the issue with that day before cycle is that the next day then becomes another day before, where you're like, okay, well, I wasted yesterday, okay, I'll lock in on Monday, next year I'll become who I want to be, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, life gives you that time. Take that time and use it. It's your time now. And whether you use it or waste it, those are the only two options you're given. So life will give you that time coldly, and it will give you it without any sort of ceremony. However, death, it takes everything at once. You know, from the snap of your fingers, you may die. Like, as much as I hate to say it, it's quite grim. I wouldn't look at it as nihilistic because I'm giving you this opportunity. However, death does take things away permanently. Life is the thing that gives everything repeatedly, and most people ignore that offering because it doesn't feel dramatic enough for it to demand respect from you. There is no soundtrack, there's no epiphany, there's simply a consciousness returning to you, asking you, all right, what now? What's left of my life? The problem with that is that people think living is meant to feel like some sort of grand awakening, like it's meant to feel like you'll rise out of bed one day with full meaning and purpose and the direction that you want to achieve everything in. But living isn't some cinematic movie role. Instead, it is repetitive, it is mundane, and it is something that you have to actively show up to, even when you don't feel profound, even when nothing feels aligned, and even when that new day, that new time you've been given feels like every other day you've already survived. Death is effortless. You do not have to do anything to die. Death just comes, it happens. However, living is the thing that takes work, and that is why people fear living a lot more. Now, waking up means facing yourself yet again. It means looking into that mirror. It means looking into the reflection on the pond and seeing yourself. It means remembering all the shit that you still haven't fixed. And it means confronting the things that you promised you would change and never did. You know, you promised yourself that yesterday you would go to the gym and you didn't. You promised yourself that you would eat healthy for breakfast this morning. You didn't. You promised yourself that maybe you would water a plant every now and then. You know, you'd have some botany growing in your fucking room. You didn't. The plants all died. Yet the beauty is that life gives you the chance again to do another thing, to do the thing that you messed up yet again every single day. It's disrespectfully generous how much opportunity you are given, and you fail and it returns, and you hide and it returns, and you waste the days away, and yet they still come back to you. They still return to you, wanting you to grow. Death only visits once. I don't know how I can emphasize this any more than throughout this video without my fucking hands flying around everywhere. Life visits you every single morning, and that is the only statement that matters. And the only question that matters beyond that statement is whether you're going to keep meeting it at half asleep or you're going to meet it 100% and grow your life and fulfill your purpose. You do not need motivation. You do not need inspiration. You do not need perfect timing. Get that bullshit out of your mind. These are just excuses for you to waste yet another day that is going to be given back to you anyway. You just have to come to terms and understand with the fact that every single awakening is a reset that you did not earn. If you fuck up every day, you don't earn another opportunity to. If you fuck up at your job, your boss doesn't give you another opportunity to redeem yourself. They simply fire you. Life is so forgiving, and you still receive those opportunities even though you don't earn them. And eventually, one of those opportunities, one of those mornings that you are given is going to be the last. However unfortunate it is going to be the last time you ever are given that opportunity. And it's not because you chose it. It's simply because death is deciding to collect you. It finally came to terms with the fact that, you know, this person isn't doing what they have to with their life. I'm here. This is the last chance I'm giving them to live. It's done. Their life is over now. Death comes and takes it away just like that. Life blesses you every single day with the opportunity to redeem yourself. So while life is still at your door, knocking on that fucking door, while consciousness is still dragging you back into the world every single day, every 24 hours, use that chance. Not dramatically and not periodically, not perfectly. Just use it. Just use it honestly, and however raw it has to be, however shit things have to be, just do them. Because death will take everything away from you once. Yet again, I can't exaggerate it any more than me making this video. Life is offering to give you everything every single morning, and you only realize the true value of it when you finally awaken that last day, you know, that one day, and everything is gone. So don't waste your time.